Hey, Alicia, how are you?
I'm doing well, Erica. How are you?
I'm good. It's so nice out for soccer practice today. It looks like Maya and Zoe are having fun out there.
For sure. I remember attending these soccer practices when they were in elementary school. I can't believe they're in ninth grade now.
Me neither. They're growing up so fast. We're definitely in those teen years.
I know. Sometimes I feel like Maya and I are so close. Then other times, she can't get away from me fast enough. I want to talk to her about what's going on in life, but it's not easy to get her to open up.
I've been there with Zoe. We've definitely had our fair share of awkward conversations. I actually met with Miss Price, the school guidance counselor, last semester to get some tips on how to start conversations with Zoe.
What did she say? I need all the advice I can get. I was a teen once, but it's been a few years.
Well, she had some good advice and encouragement. She reiterated how important it is for our kids to have a trusted adult to talk to. Miss Price even told me studies show that when teens can talk to their parents about sex, they're more likely to delay having sex and use condoms when they do. One organization found that teens say their parents influence their decisions about sex more than the media, their friends, or their siblings. Teens also say that making decisions about sex would be easier if they could have an open conversation with parents.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. She explained that many teens get mixed messages from friends, social media, and the internet, so it's really important for us to talk with them so they get the correct information.
I completely agree. But talking about sex with my child? That sounds so uncomfortable for both of us. I know it's important, but where do I even start?
Miss Price admitted that these conversations can be awkward, and it can be hard to know what to say, but they're worth having. She recommends starting conversations early and often. It's good to research age-appropriate topics. You can talk about things like how to have healthy relationships, what to expect as our bodies change during puberty, how to prevent pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections, the difference between normal sadness and depression, how your teen can access healthcare services, bullying and cyberbullying, school, homework, and goal setting, and sexuality and gender identity, just to name a few. Ms. Price also suggested taking our teens to regular preventative care appointments. She recommended giving them time alone with the healthcare provider to ask questions. You may need to suggest that you step out during the appointment since not all providers will ask you to leave the room. She also recommended that we communicate our expectations to our kids, like if they aren't allowed to be in their room with the door closed with their significant other, or if they aren't allowed to ride in the car with more than one friend at a time.
Okay, I get that, but what if Maya doesn't want to talk with me?
Miss Price had some tips for being approachable and askable. For example, I told Zoe that I'm always here if she wants to talk about anything, whether it's friendships, school, dating, drinking, mental health, sex, or anything else. I told her I was a teen once too and may have some good advice. She seemed a little embarrassed, but I know she was glad I brought it up.
What do you do if her questions catch you off guard?
If our teens ask awkward or embarrassing questions, it's best to respond in a kind, supportive, non-judgmental way. Listening and asking questions goes a long way. And if I don't know the answer to something, I tell her I'm not sure, but I'll research it and get back to her. Also, it can be hard, but I try to avoid overreacting. In cases where I wanted to overreact, I told Zoe that I value her opinion even if I don't share it.
When's a good time to start a conversation?
Ms. Price recommended setting aside intentional times to talk, like while taking a walk or riding in the car. Sometimes that's less uncomfortable for teens than talking face to face. Or you can bring up a topic after a relevant TV show or movie. But she also said it's key to be open to impromptu conversations and do our best to give our kids our full attention. We can start with open-ended questions like, "What's on your mind?" When we're done talking, I thank Zoe for coming to me and reaffirm that I'm here for her no matter what. One way to make things less awkward is to practice in the mirror or with another adult.
I'll practice with you.
I'd love that. I still don't have everything figured out, but Miss Price's advice has gone a long way in helping Zoe and I communicate better. At the end of the day, when we talk openly and honestly with our teens, we're making a difference in their lives. We won't always get it right, but when we show up and do our best, we're helping more than we know.
Thank you for sharing all of this. It sounds like we don't have to be perfect parents. We just need to show that we care and are open to conversation.
Exactly. And I'm always here if you want to talk. Now, back to soccer. Want to ride together to the away game next Thursday? For more tips for teens, visit centerstone.org/teen.